Yo, what if I told you that one of the biggest names in tech, a company that once ruled the mobile phone world, basically vanished from the game? I'm talking about Nokia. Remember those indestructible Nokia bricks? Yeah, they were everywhere. We're talking about a company that was selling millions of phones, like dominating the market. What happened? How did a tech giant like Nokia fall so hard? In this video, we're gonna dive deep into Nokia's story. The epic rise, the mistakes, the lessons learned. So buckle up because this is a wild one. Alright, before we get into the downfall, we gotta rewind back to the beginning. Nokia's journey started way back in 1865, and get this, they weren't even a tech company at first. They were a paper mill in Finland. Yeah, like actual paper, but over time, they evolved, dipping their toes into different industries like rubber and cables. Then came the 80s. This is when Nokia made their move into the world of telecommunications. They hopped on the GSM wave early on, which, for those who don't know, was like the foundation for the mobile networks we use today. And they crushed it. Nokia phones were everywhere. Remember the Nokia 3310? That thing was basically indestructible. Long battery life, super durable, easy to use. Nokia knew what they were doing. By the early 2000s, they were at the top of the mobile phone game, controlling a massive chunk of the market. This is where things start to get interesting. The year is 2007, and a little company called Apple just dropped the first iPhone. Touchscreen, apps, a whole new way to interact with your phone. It was a game changer. And then Google came in with Android, which was like the open source cool kid on the block. Suddenly, Nokia's tried and true formula of physical keyboards and their Symbian operating system felt, well, outdated. But Nokia, they kinda stuck to their guns. They didn't fully embrace the whole touchscreen smartphone thing right away. They even partnered with Microsoft in 2011 to use the Windows Phone operating system, which, let's just say, didn't really take off the way they hoped. This was a turning point. While Apple and Samsung were innovating like crazy, Nokia was hesitating. And in the tech world, hesitation can be fatal. Chapter 3. The Fall of an Empire Nokia Sold. By 2013, Nokia was in a tough spot. Their market share had plummeted, and they were losing money fast. They made the tough decision to sell their mobile phone business to Microsoft. It was the end of an era. Microsoft tried to make it work with the Windows Phone, but it was too late. Android and iOS had already won the smartphone war. In 2016, Microsoft pulled the plug on Nokia-branded phones. It was a tough pill to swallow for a company that was once a titan of the industry. Today, Nokia is still around, but they're mainly focused on network infrastructure. They're not really in the consumer tech game anymore. Outro: the Nokia story lessons learned. So, what can we learn from Nokia's epic rise and fall? First off, being first doesn't mean you'll always be on top. You gotta keep innovating, keep pushing the boundaries. Second, the market changes fast. You gotta adapt or get left behind, and Nokia learned that the hard way. And finally, strategic partnerships matter. A lot. Choosing the wrong partner or the wrong technology can have massive consequences. Nokia's story is a reminder that even the biggest giants can fall. What do you think? Could they have made different choices and stayed on top? Hit that like button if you learned something new, and let's discuss in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech world.